Welcome to the Love Conquers Fear podcast. I'm so proud to be kicking this off with all of you.
It was really shocking to me as an American how many of these chemicals are added to our food.
There are about 10,000 ingredients that have never been tested by the FDA. There are hundreds of ingredients that are banned or require cigarette-like warning labels in Europe that we freely allow here. They live 5 to 7 years longer than we do. They have significantly lower rates of heart disease, cancer, diabetes. They spend half to a third of healthcare per person than we do.
I think we're pretty confident saying, like, you grew up after the internet or before the internet.
Right.
I think we're going to have before AI and after AI. You know, this could possibly be a moment of Zen, but the moment of Zen may be the way the gazelle looks when it realizes the cheetah's got it.
The world that we live in is designed for people. So if we want robots to be able to be around our world and not have to redesign the world for them, they need to look like us and be able to sit in a chair. And
I am 95% certain that humanity is going to create an age of abundance for all. Robots coming in, like an NGO coming in with an army of robots building the clean water supply they need, the electrical configuration and, pipelining to create energy in the country in the first place, the projects to create food that they need to grow, the healthcare they need. This age could create an oasis in Chad.
We've built an incredible society and incredible technologies, from AI to the internet to everything, on that system. There's kind of three that I kind of focus on, right? The first one is eliminating disease. The second one, power. The playing field has been equalized by technology when it comes to the acquisition of knowledge, right? And so it's just it's an incredible thing.
You lead with love, you will bring out the best in people. I actually think love is the very definition of God.
Most of the news that gets pushed to you is pretty dystopian, and most of the social media that gets pushed to you is pretty dystopian. And that's because of the way the algorithms are programmed to really capture your attention.
Oftentimes you get into environment, you find what are the most competitive people trying to pursue, and then you somehow tell your brain that that's actually what I want. When is the solar takeoff going to be happening?
Because it really opened up this path to health and just how powerful it is for not only the food we eat, but also our thoughts and our minds and everything we really surround ourselves in our environment.
Meta made $45 billion in cash last quarter. This algorithmic manipulation is a real problem. You can really get whipsawed. And part of what you realize if you go on a spiritual journey is that part of becoming more spiritual means that you are deprogramming yourself.
Our bodies, hands down, are the most advanced technology ever created. Like, it's amazing what your body is capable of doing. But when we live in these dysregulated states all the time, then it's not capable to function in the way that it was built.
People are just opening up, and there's a greater level of awareness. But I think we just also have to remember that it is our consciousness and our directed thought that is creating the technology.
I went on a backpacking camp. We're there, we're all hanging out, and I felt this incredible, deep sadness and this need to cry. I don't know what I'm crying about. 2 days later, I got a letter, and that was the day my grandmother had died. And at about that exact time. I don't have an explanation for that. But clearly I cannot explain everything with science. I see engineering in a lot of ways as a creative endeavor. I see AI helping engineers do what they do better and automate away some of the things that they shouldn't have to do, so they're using their brain and their own abilities to their best potential. It's a foundational shift in how software is written.
We can't take our physical possessions with us after we die, but we can take the ways in which our consciousness has evolved. Your body evolved after billions of years after the Big Bang, and a brain developed, and then consciousness magically popped out, which is what they would say under the materialist perspective. The fallacy there is correlation does not imply causation. It's a life-changing notion, because all of a sudden, one's own identity is put into question.
What do you make of materialists speaking about these kinds of assertions from people and saying things like just your brain chemicals firing and your neurons firing in some weird way, and it's just like a hallucination?
If we do not have a shared, definitive understanding of what consciousness is, how could we possibly say that a machine is conscious?
I think understanding consciousness and understanding what we are and understanding the causes in the world are not just mechanistic.
I read a quote by Gene Roddenberry, and he said, in the future, there'll be no hunger and there'll be no greed, and all the children will know how to read. I didn't know if I believed that or not. And so all of my books, for the most part, are about things I don't know anything about. So I wrote a philosophy book about AI because I wondered why there were these people in the world who were afraid of it, and I wondered why there were these people in the world who embraced it. What did they think that was different? Put no heavier burden on yourself than to be as kind as you can be, and every day try to be a slightly better person than you were yesterday. That really is all it takes to build utopia.